If you enjoy farm podcasts, then tune into Carrot Cash Flow for all things farm business. Join us as we explore the latest trends, tips, and stories from market farmers running businesses just like yours. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Carrot Cash Flow today.
You know, a lot of people want to speed this up. They want to add something to the soil and put it there, assuming it's not there to begin with. And in a lot of cases, in bad practices, it's not there to begin with. Do you have enough faith in nature that if you start growing, that these things, fungi, the trichoderma, they will show up, even if you're not trying to put them there by doing, you know, in these more regenerative practices? You're not using chemicals, you're not using fungicides, you're using crops that are putting a lot of sugars and exudates into the soil. My thought is eventually, like, that's going to look attractive to fungi. However it gets there, it's going to find a way to get there and say, you know, I want some of this.
Yeah, I mean, fungi will always find a way. It just, again, we have opposable thumbs and a prefrontal cortex to speed up what nature would do over a much longer period of time. You know, again, learning to grow a mold on some old, you know, newspaper or wheat bran, just like indigenous microorganism or something, or even simpler, just needs maybe to become another tool in the toolbox for folks already doing all these other great skills you just mentioned. You know, growing the mold is maybe one of the simpler ones. It just becomes another amendment. By and large, you know, as much as I've seen, we're not really concerned about the trichoderma negatively impacting crops. So, you know, unless you have like a really healthy soil fungal mycorrhizal community, you know, maybe you don't need to add the trichoderma there. But again, if your soil's fairly depleted, you're tilling all the time, you probably don't have a lot of established fungi, at least doing a little test plot with these trichoderma, there's really no risk there, and certainly well worth it. And you can buy products that have it, but learning to grow it yourself is maybe something to look into. There's even methods. I mean, a bigger concept with soil and fungal soil inoculum is, and the research shows this to be true, is that rather than buying commercial products, even though they might have a well-developed strain or varietal of a given fungus, which shows in their work to be the best one, there's a lot of argumentation around, while that might be the case, harvesting one locally from your local soil system and climate and then learning to propagate that out through, you know, beginner to intermediate techniques is much more worth it. And they're more fine-tuned to soil ecology, the climate, again, elevation, all this stuff. And in some cases, especially in more endemic and rare plants, that I've seen studies where the commercial products did not work, and when they harvested the local fungi from the, you know, special biome or what have you, propagated it out in the greenhouse and brought it back, then the plant survived. Whereas the commercial soil inoculum, you know, may even had a negative effect. I've seen that. So again, more nuances there. So you might get all these false negatives or even a false positive where you think it's the AM fungi, but it's actually trichoderma in the mix or something. But where it all adds up to maybe more confusion than I would like. But I think will eventually just be clarified as more people, you know, learn about it and sort of delineate all the terms. And sometimes even though people call, you know, the wrong type of fungus the wrong thing, and, you know, just terminology is a stumbling block, but we'll get over that in not too much time.
Well, that's it. I mean, a lot of this seems intimidating, and I think a lot of people can get like in the weeds really quick in terms of knowledge. But I think you go out there, you try stuff, and you learn from it.
Hey there. Want to spend less time pulling weeds? Check out Soil Shield by Modern Grower. It's the pre-cut landscape fabric solution to help you drastically reduce weed pressure. Just roll it out, staple it down, and plant. Then let it do the work for you. Say goodbye to endless weeding and hello to more free time. Plus, it's high quality, durable, and will last for years, saving you time and money in the long run. It's available in a variety of row and hole spacings to accommodate all the crops that vegetable farmers grow. Learn more about Soil Shield landscape fabric at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.